Hey, welcome to JamPlay.com. Here we are. D-Mac here, David MacKenzie, with a new lesson on Star Spangled Banner. This is a more advanced lesson than the previous one, but it is in the same position and same key. Although the other one was E flat, this is actually in E. This is standard tuning. So I got it right. I'm in tune, and we're going to get after it. So make sure that you're tuned up, and we will go for it. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to kind of meld two different styles together. I'm a big fan of Gary Moore, who's a very intense blues guitarist, and also of Yngwie Malmsteen. And so I wanted to kind of meld those two together and create a Star Spangled Banner that really had a lot of flair, but yet still paid homage to the original, and really hopefully will inspire you and give you some really good feeling about the whole thing. So we are in E when we're playing this. Now the first notes that you're going to play are actually going to be B, because that's kind of the starting point with the Star Spangled Banner. And so, okay, so we're going to play mostly up in this range, okay, for a majority of the song. A good portion of it happens within this range, and then we'll get up into a little bit higher range and do some noodling too. So what you're going to do is there will be a backing track for you to play to, and you're going to hear a little ting and then a tick, 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 and that is your count. Now this basically has a very 3/4 feel to it, and except for in some small places where it stops dramatically and comes back in dramatically, which requires you to listen to what you're doing. So let's start kind of with where we're going to be. We're going to start on the B note. Okay, and you want to start on the 9th fret with your pinky on the 4th string, okay? And the phrase that you're going to do is, okay? So, because the whole band comes in and you go, okay? So that's what you're getting ready to accomplish. So once you hit those four, and then you're going to go down, and you can kind of see this shape. Get used to this shape because it is in there quite a bit. Okay, so 9th, 6th fret on the 4th, and the 7th fret on the 5th string. So, okay, so that's that first part. So, and then you come back up. So you're not really changing any position or fingers. You're right there all the same. So now this is where it changes and goes a little different. It's going to go to the 8th fret, and we're actually going to bend this note up a half step to that note right there on the 9th fret, but we're going to do it on the 8th. This is where the kind of the more bluesy or feeling side comes in. Okay, so and if you can get a little vibrato in on that, that's a really good thing. It just adds a little bit more, embellishes it more, but you don't have to. You can hold that note. Okay, so now what you're going to do next is we're going to kind of slide up, and we're going to go right here to the 11th fret on the 3rd string, and we're going to bend that up a whole step. Okay, so that would be the note you would be hitting, but we're going to go. Okay, so and then you come back down with the bend right to the 9th fret on the 3rd string, and then you're going to jump back down to the 6th fret on the 4th string, and you're going to climb back up. Now you can embellish this a little bit any way you want. So, or you can kind of slide it. And that's also another thing that I failed to mention that really kind of adds to it. If in the beginning you kind of slide into some of these notes, just kind of go. Okay, so just kind of slide into that one note, roughly about a fret, and it really kind of makes it very dramatic. So don't be afraid to add that in as you're doing it. Okay, so we're at this point. So that little line is 6th fret, 8th fret, and 9th fret on your 4th string. Okay. Now where normally you just kind of do the normal run, we're going to add a little bit to it. So where we would normally do that, we're going to add kind of a scalier style lick. Basically kind of in B, and a little bit of E's kind of thrown in there too.